All right, well, pretty cool, man. I like that little intro that we have. My friend Shane Church created that for us, so he did a good job on that.
Yeah, you
So
surprised me with it. I like it.
yeah, I like it. Well, I'm Joe DeHoyos. I'm the host of Beyond the Woodline, and I have my trusty sidekick, the lovely and talented Rogers. I almost called you Rollers. I don't know why.
Whatever. Better than something. So.
Yeah. Well, you know who she is, guys. It's just Shannon. So, what's going on, Shannon? What you been up to?
I've had a crazy weekend. We were out Mineral Wells. See, I can't talk either. At the Beach Army Hospital last night that it is going to be able to be investigated. There's a chance there might be more, but it's not looking very good. And then last night we were at the Nazareth and we investigated with Mustafa and Kristen from A&E's Ghost Hunters. We had a good weekend. And so now I'm home relaxing and I'm with you guys. Let's talk about, and my new shirt. I'm starting to get some cool shirts. This is from Shauna at the Nazareth. I'm like, keep them coming, guys. I love shirts.
Yeah. I like shirts too.
But I'm super excited tonight because I was talking to, this is my team. This is my team right here. Daniel, Bella, and Tiffany. Tiffany's been there since day one. And I love these guys. And you know, I wanted to put them out there a little bit because they are the people that are behind me all the time, listening to me bitch and complain about every little thing. So, and when I'm upset and when I'm happy or when I'm stressed and, you know, that come to my aid and we all work together and, you know, we get some good stuff. And so I wanted to put them out there a little bit.
Yeah, cool. I've had a chance to meet all of them. They're all pretty cool people, man. I like them a lot, you know. Yeah, man.
Shannon, love you.
Love you. Love you.
So what do you guys have been up to? Yeah. No, go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead. You got it.
Tiffany was from day one. I was working. Oh, you're good. I was working with with another team, and it just wasn't going. You know, copacetic. It wasn't. It was just one of those things. It wasn't a niche. And so my mentor, Lisa Caramello, she was trying to encourage me. Hey, Beth. She was trying to encourage me to start my own team because I couldn't find one locally. You know, at the time that I was. So I was talking to Tiffany and I was like, I was waiting for her to come into my job like over and over again. And she finally came in. I'm like, hey, we talked about this. Do you want to like do something totally crazy and start a paranormal team with me? And we said, yeah. So she's been there since day one and we've had a lot of fun together. And then Daniel came along and then he's been such an amazing like tech guy. Like not only like he has an awesome portal that he has, and we'll talk more about that later, but he's also like, if our cars break down, he's always there to like make sure that because he said his job is to keep us on the road as being our tech guy as well. So we're really blessed to have him. And then Bella came by default. No, because everybody, Bella is Daniel's girlfriend. And I'm so blessed to have her too. She's our security guard, basically on the team. She's security. Nobody fucks with us. Part of my French, because Bella will shank you or shoot you. So
yeah, I think you're the only paranormal team that has someone on special forces.
She's got a machete in her boot and this big knife in her side, a little pew pew right here. Ain't nobody getting through. Okay. I can't hear you. Go ahead. Okay, see, he told me he's like, I'm gonna let you take control. I said, there is a reason I am co-host. I am not hostess with the mostest. So it's just so funny, but you know, it's so funny. He's looking at me like, go, Shannon. I'm like, we've been through this, man. I get frozen, like, I don't know what to do with the hands. But no, I'm just really glad to have you guys on here and talk about some things we have coming up and everything. And like we're going to the Conjuring House. I mean, we are starting this new adventure with the Paranormal Explorations of America, and the guys are going to be helping me out with that. And I'm going to be able to pay them to help me out with that. And So I'm just grateful for them. So, Tiffany, tell us some background on you.
Background on me.
Be thorough.
I'm a hairdresser / barber by trade. So
always something with Shannon.
It's
if she's not breaking it, she's losing her phone and everything else. It's okay.
Falling down, something.
I thought this was a good idea. I stand corrected.
And she's your leader, right?
So how did you get into the paranormal, Tiffany? What made you want to do this?
I was just like,
well, I had my first experience when I was 5, in the house that I was living in at the time. And it just kind of awakened everything, so to speak. And I've just always had a natural draw to supernatural things. I hate to use the word occultish things, but stuff like that has always piqued my interest, curiosity. So it's just something I've always kind of been into. And then found out Shannon was doing this kind of stuff, and I was like, ooh, that would be fun.
Well, Marla, your wife was like, oh, let Tiffany do that with you. She would love it. I don't want to know about it. But let her do it. If you know Marla, her wife, you would understand. She is adorable.
Yeah.
She's absolutely adorable. But, she's adorable. You would listen. But there's an echo on here on bad. Does somebody have their volume on?
Yeah, I think someone's got the volume on really high.
Is that us?
Is it us?
Well, we wouldn't know until you turn the
well,
volume
we'll get
down.
So we started out pretty slow too, didn't we, Tiffany? It was like kind of just stepping into things, and we had fun though. Sit outside of Hill House Manor, laughing and everything, but we've had some fun. And then we went to Ballinger. That's where we met Daniel. And Daniel was out there with his son, and we all just started investigating together, and the Jefferson, and then all of a sudden it was just like we all just kind of merged and meshed together. And then he met Bella. So
hey, I met all of y'all on the same day, Shannon. On the same day, okay. I was working for Haunted Rooms, and these guys came in, and they.
I can gladly say that I stole her away from Haunted Rooms.
Yeah. Gladly. I gladly left.
So what got you guys involved, Bella and Daniel, in a paranormal?
I got involved with it when I was younger. I started messing with the Ouija board. I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. I had some bad stuff follow me around for a really long time because of it, because I didn't know how to use it the correct way. They sell them to 8-year-olds. So, 8, got to be 8 to summon the devil and 21 to drink. Anyways, I had some really bad juju, right? Like really bad stuff happened to me. And I've lived in 2 different places that were extremely haunted by things. I never really saw anything. I would see shadow figures, out of my peripherals, and I would hear things. People would knock on the door at crazy hours of the night. No one would ever be there. I could even hear after my dad's dog died, we could hear his footsteps walking on the concrete, his claws. Right. So I had a spiritual animal following us around as well. And then I lived in one apartment that was really haunted with a very malevolent spirit that I believe me and my ex-husband at the time were suffering from oppression under that spirit. And I believe that he may or may not have been possessed at times, and this is very dark. So Then I went to that Haunted Rooms event, and I met a lady named Shelly. I started working for them, and that's how I got into doing this as a job instead of just something that just happened to me.
Okay.
Right.
It's your turn, Daniel.
I have to talk about myself.
Yes. If you want, you can whisper it in my ear, and I'll repeat it for you.
Oh. No, I actually grew up in a Victorian home that was built in the 1860s, and from probably about 6 or 7 was when I had my first experience. with, as my sister called him, the disappearing man. Then on numerous occasions, I actually saw my sister, she was constantly bothered by, there was an older lady and a young girl. And, as it is, it's never at the opportune hours of the day. They would literally pull her hair at night, just antagonize her at all hours of the night. And then, from then, probably a few years later, my grandmother passed away and would actually be seen in the house. She was a very punctual woman. She was up every morning at about 4 or 4:30. And you could literally see her walk down the hallway from her room, which was on the other side of the kitchen, all the way to the bathroom. And you could actually hear the door shut, lights would come on. And so honestly and truly, I've been in this field for as long as I can remember, just going on investigations. A lot of them I lone wolfed just because I didn't have a team. I didn't have a team till now, really.
Okay.
So almost you broke it again, Shannon.
Stop touching it. Stop fucking touching it.
I know. I'm like, stop touching it. Stop touching it.
It's a good angle.
My screen was frozen up like 4 or 5 minutes, and I was trying to fix it, but I mean, it was hard for me to focus. Though I'm good now. I can see you. Go ahead.
But yeah, so as of this year, I've been in it for almost 20 years now. So, and then on top of that, I build gear for the team, and which you'll find out I'm very humble when it comes to it. I build it and they use it. They're the ones that rave about it. I'm constantly nitpicking.
He's a perfectionist for sure.
Right.
Why don't you tell us about it though? What it does, and a little bit put it out there because it's amazing.
Okay.
You drop every time we go somewhere with it.
Yeah.
Well, as far as the name has been thrown around multiple times about what I should really call it. So, as of for right now, I'm calling it the Immortal Portal. The name of the company that I'm in the process of building is Immortal Gear, and so that way I can offer equipment to paranormal teams, individuals. If I can build it, then if they ask for it, I can build it on most occasions. Right. But as far as the portal goes, it has a proprietary program written into one of the pedals that helps cancel out almost 70% of the rotating static, and the rest of it is controlled by the noise minimalization pedal that's on it.
But how are we able to use the spirit box to talk to people, the Immortal Portal? What do you use why are the ghosts utilizing this to speak to us? How are they able to access it? Switch the radio.
Well, I understand that. I'm not to that point. But
hello.
But the way I have it built, it functioned. You can use it with the SB7, the S box, and either one, it works very well with the SB11. It takes a little SB11. It takes a lot more tuning with because it's a dual channel instead of a single channel like the SB7 and the S box is. So, but I have had a good few opportunities to work with it on the SB11, and you literally have to sit down and tune it to the location.
We get a lot of good responses though. A lot of A+ communication coming through where you completely understand what they're trying to tell you, which is awesome because some of these spirits are asking us, for help to move on or help to get out of a location that they don't want to be in anymore. So to be able to communicate with them clearly and understand them, that's something that Daniel has been able to make.
Yeah. I've certainly can testify to that when I went to the Haunted Hill House with you guys, and Daniel was asking to go upstairs and do a session, and I said, "Do you mind if I come up with you?" And right out of the box, they come up.
Come on.
Yeah, so sometimes the clarity comes through. You're thinking, man, is somebody standing behind me?
Yeah.
I mean, when I first built this, I was testing and tuning it at my kitchen table
Right.
And I was running it. Well, my son just happened to be in the other room, and he came in there and he goes, "Did you say something, Daddy?" I'm like, and about that time you hear the box go, "Nope," and he goes, "I'm done." He went in the other room because at that time he really didn't have any real understanding about what was going on with it. But yeah, now him and Bella's daughter are a couple of our junior investigators. So they it's. I feel it's that that it's our duty to let the younger ones know and understand what what there is to pay attention to out there
and how to properly handle those situations. Because as a kid, that's something I didn't know, and that's why I'm dabbling in stuff I shouldn't have been dabbling in. Thought it was just a joke, a game, but people need to know that this stuff is real and it can create attachments and it can follow you throughout your life. And sometimes that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
Yeah.
So Tiffany, let's talk about what happened to you in Ballinger. So me and you went out looking for Eddie, for effing Eddie.
Looking at Echo.
Looking for Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh, we had gone out. Me and Shannon went outside to look for Eddie because he very swiftly left a room after getting a rock tossed at him. So we didn't know where he was. So I was standing up at the top of the cement stairs right there by the parking lot. And Shannon was standing in front of me on the street. And we were just talking, and all of a sudden, I get shoved down these stairs. And Shannon she started laughing. And I was just like, what the hell is going on?
You went flying, girl. No, we're like, where's Eddie? And all of a sudden, these are like really big, heavy, like concrete steps going down real steep. And all of a sudden, she's just flying through the air and lands like at the bottom of them on her phone. Smack Dad broke her phone. She had a huge road rash on her leg, and I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm those people that out of nervousness start laughing. Like,
I was kind of sort of laughing myself because I was like,
I laugh about everything.
What just
I me too.
But yeah, it felt like a foot in the back, in the small of my back, lower back.
Wow.
And I think me and Dan figured out that it was Deacon.
Yeah, and we're gonna go back there. We'll be back on there on February 6th, so I can't wait to interact with them again. Do what?
Sorry. Got kids interrupting.
No, we're all good. I keep Liam in a cage in the other room, so we're going good. So we need to get Joe back on again.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, animals on there. How are you?
I love you too.
Yeah, there's a bad echo, and we're trying to figure out. Somebody's got an echo going on. Okay.
Let's see.
I'm burning up. So.
Yeah, I think it's volume too high or something.
What's ours on?
So we'll maybe turn the volume down a little bit.
I think it's the. I think it's probably mine. Let's see. Working on it. Hang on.
Sorry, guys. That echo's super annoying when we're trying to talk. It's like those phone callers that come in. Like you hear yourself echoing. It's like, ugh.
Is it better yet?
Is that better, Joe?
Testing 1 2.
Hello?
Still an echo.
Really?
So weird. It's Tiffany.
That's the drop-down box right there.
This one?
Mine's not that loud.
No, I was kidding, sweetheart. I'm just playing. Hello?
Is that better?
Is that better?
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
Is that any better, Joe?
Is he testing 1 2?
I think I think
Yeah,
sorry.
it's a lot better. It's a lot better.
It was Shannon.
Really, Shannon? We're over here like
I know it was. I was like,
Shannon, was that you, Shannon?
Figure it out.
And she's over like, somebody's echoing. Somebody's echoing. It's Tiffany, right away.
You should see us on an investigation. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll wait for you.
Okay, I know. I'm just a mess. But guys, we have fun though. We really, really do. I mean, we've been in some crazy situations. We've, there's going to be so much more fun stuff we're going to be doing, and I'm trying my hardest to get like nothing but adventures for us coming up, and some pretty epic trips. And nope, it's still echoing. That's not me.
It's not as bad.
Okay.
Yeah. I cut the mic volume to 40%, so seeing if that helped it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so as far as like how many places have you guys been to as a team?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, been quite a bit, huh?
I don't know.
Do you have a favorite spot?
Man, that's a tough one because
oh God, it's hard to say. It's so hard to. I hate when people ask me that question because you get such different energy wherever you go. So it's hard to determine that. But I definitely like the Nazareth. That's always a cool place. The Old Park Hotel is awesome. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. The Nazareth. So it's like special to me. That's how I got to meet all these cool people. But Jefferson is awesome. That was a really cool trip. I was using the bathroom. I don't even think I told you, Shannon, but when I was using the bathroom in our room, and no one was in there. Daniel was doing something else. It was that meeting that he was having. Anyways, something scratched down the bathroom door. And then Daniel had heard the same sound later on while I was asleep during the night. So it was like scratching down the door. And I was like, I'm just sitting there like, what was that? I was like, Daniel, who's out there? But it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that place was pretty epic with activity. It's never disappointed me. It's when you get a lot of people in there, it's a little harder, but yeah, it's amazing. But I would say Jefferson. We've been there to Jefferson a lot, and I know we're gonna start bringing Bella out there a lot. We haven't been there since October, but like I said, we're going in February, and I can't wait. Connie and Dan can't wait. They've got so much cool stuff coming up, so it's gonna be fun to be back there again. And I want to start going there at least once a month. So. And a lot of people are like really wanting to go there. So I'm definitely going to start maybe doing an event there every month. So anybody that's curious, like we'll be putting a lot more out there for that location. And it's such a great price. You get to stay overnight. And so it's coming.
I'm excited about
Bella.
Louisiana.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and guess Joe's going too. So it's going to be fun.
Hell
it's
yeah.
like a family trip. So.
I'm very excited about that trip. I've never been to Louisiana, so I'm super psyched about going. It's my first time. It's going to be awesome.
And you'll be amazed by the activity just at the kill site itself. It's insane. It's pretty intense. It'll surprise you.
I bet.
So.
And I think that since we're going on Valentine's Day weekend, like that's going to play a big part in the activity as well. If they loved each other as much as people claim that they did, then it should.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Okay, so if y'all had to pick, just because I'm trying to find locations and new ideas and everything, like Brushy Mountain is definitely like got my interest peaked. Like, what would be like a location that y'all would really, 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 really want us to book, either as guests or as hosts?
I definitely want to do the insane asylum that's in West Virginia. I heard that place is super active. It's a very old building. I put it on my Facebook the other day. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, mental asylum, stuff like that, where that kind of energy was just, I think that those types of places are extremely active. I think we can find some good stuff there. Or any type of penitentiary or jail is going to be good for sure.
Yeah, Brushy Mountain, we're going to make that happen. It's a penitentiary. And it's supposed people get thrown and stuff there. So I'm like, oh, that's my kind of place. Let's do it.
We want to get touched and thrown and tossed around. We love that shit.
Can we stay for 3 days? What about you,
vacation to us?
What about you, Tiffany?
I'm down for just about anything, actually. I'm not picky.
As long as it has some kind of spirit activity, we're happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tiffany won't be able to make it with us to the Conjuring House on the 5th of March. So that's sad, but it's okay. She's got to work, and we understand that. We'll definitely miss her and maybe have her on live with us to be part of it. So.
Yeah, my weekend schedules are very hard to.
Especially that far. Rhode Island is a little far.
Yeah, a little bit. I've never been that far before.
Disembodied voices.
If you want to drive it, it's a day and 8 hours one way.
Jesus.
Oh Lord, I'm out. Those driving days when I was younger.
$247 in fuel one way. I'd much rather drive.
Drive?
No, Joe, you've got to learn.
No, drive.
Oh.
So you've heard a lot of people that been on it.
Are you afraid of flying?
No. I just ain't flying.
But why?
Salem would be awesome.
Yeah, there's a haunted cemetery there that I've heard is super active. But I would like to investigate Salem itself, just kind of go everywhere, spend a week there and really get into all that stuff.
We could spend a month in the Northeast and not hit everything.
We could try.
Well, see,
that is true.
Joe's heard all these people. Come on. No, I'm trying to get you to shut up. I'm just kidding. My 3-year-old.
Come over and take that drum stick from you.
No, the thing is, Joe being from like the Bigfoot stuff, and we interview people all the time that are from the paranormal. I mean, he's getting to hear about a lot of different locations. Has one stuck out to you in particular that you would like to go on?
The Brushy Mountain one stuck out. The Pittsburgh, what is that one? It's like a hospital or something, I want to say. Pittsburgh something. Yeah, I hear that will come up quite a bit.
I wrote some down. Yeah, I wrote some down from was it from last week or yesterday?
Quite a few people have mentioned that one. And so that one sticks out. So, but the Brushy and the Pittsburgh definitely stick out to me. OSPH.
Old South, Pittsburgh.
Hospital.
Something.
Yeah.
I can't read my handwriting yet.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good. So I always hear good stuff coming out of those places. And thank you, Beth. Yeah, so those are some places that I definitely piqued my interest. Old South Pittsburgh, yeah.
I wouldn't mind going to like some Civil War sites.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be cool too. Like Gettysburg. Yeah, that would be really cool.
We're supposed to have a couple people popping in here any minute now if they're able to get it to come up. So we might have some surprise people come on in a second just to say hello and talk to you guys for a minute and introduce themselves to everyone. So.
Hey, Shannon, do you remember when we were at Goatman's Bridge and we heard that gunshot?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that might be residual. Because it was on Ghost Adventures when they went to Goatman's Bridge. It happened the last time I went to Goatman's Bridge, and it happened to one other lady when she was at Goatman's Bridge. All around the same time, they hear this gunshot. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be something definitely. I want to watch that episode.
Hi.
Hey, Jordan. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever.
Hi, Daniel. Hi, Joe. How are you?
How you doing, Jordan? Thanks for coming on.
Oh my goodness! Is Phoenix able to get it on?
Yeah, I think she's.
That didn't sound right.
Now.
So we're having. Shut up, Joe. We're having Phoenix and Jordan on tonight, guys. As a special guest. Introduce you guys because we do a lot of work together. The Grim Fatale and Phoenix Rising. So I want to bring everybody on and kind of see our energy that we bring together when we're all together. Beth Ellen, hey sister. She's so awesome.
Yeah, I love working with y'all. Because it's different energies, different styles, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, we definitely always have a good time.
I'm looking forward to the things that we have coming up too. We're gonna have crazy time this winter, spring.
This month we haven't really done anything. The whole January we haven't really done anything.
No, not really.
So I've been bored over here. Shannon, you've been doing stuff. We haven't done anything, so that's why we've been doing our own. I've been doing like nightly house investigations, trying to see if the dolls I bought from the antique store are haunted.
Well, the reason is we've had a lot of things that we've done this month that were not our events. There were other events that we signed on with other people that we paid to go to. because there was just a lot of, like, we did a 22 in a day military, the veterans event.
Yeah, Jefferson, Texas.
Stuff like that. So, yeah.
Jefferson, Texas is always fun to go to, no matter what.
Yeah, that place is awesome. Hey, Phoenix.
Hi,
Hey, Phoenix.
everybody.
Hi there, Phoenix. Thanks for joining.
There she is. Hello.
Hey.
We are all on now.
Yep.
We'll let the Brady Bunch now on the screen.
There's a story.
We gotta look at each other in the cubes. You know how they do in the Brady Bunch? Never mind. Just forget it.
Yeah.
Look up at each other. Shannon got it.
Yeah, and ladies, I don't know about Phoenix and Jordan, but I am like almost zapped, and I forgot I didn't take my thyroid medicine for the first time since I started it, and so. But I am so zapped today. Like we experienced a lot this weekend. It was crazy.
We did, and I have paranormal hangover bad. I mean, usually during my week, it's like pretty consistent with the kids, waking them up, getting ready for school, and then the weekend hits. And then I'm just like staying up doing those investigations. But yeah, with all that spiritual activity, it's actually pretty normal for you to get drained in certain ways. That's why it's so important to ground and make sure that you're doing the things that are going to help you level out your energy.
Yeah.
Well, I slept all day. I was exhausted. I mean, totally beyond that.
Well, I got a late checkout, and I hung out there. I left the hotel at just right after noon. I was so tired, but you know what the cool part is when we all meet up in Ballinger, we're gonna have Justin Keelan with us. We're gonna have Potter Paranormal with us. We're gonna have Shauna and her husband from Nazareth with us. There's Thelma and Louise, my mom and my aunt are gonna be there. We have a lot of people that are gonna be there, so it's gonna be a really fun event.
Yeah, that's a good group of people right there. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
The last time,
we all work really well together too. So I think we're going to come up with some very interesting evidence. Lots of spirit connection.
Definitely.
Yeah. Very interactive place. So yeah, with all of us with these forces combined, like I think it'll be really good. I really do. So I'm super excited. I've been looking for that trip. Not only just to do that. Oh, we have Jennifer and Shannon coming as well. So.
Hey, so I've got a question for you guys, and I'd like to hear Phoenix and Jordan's response. So, I wish all about the paranormal hangovers. Is there anything you can do prior to that to kind of prepare yourself for that hangover?
Close yourself off.
You can drink a lot of water. You can use a lot of protection, but drinking a lot of water makes a big difference. What you eat before you go into investigation makes a big difference as well.
Sure.
In respects to psychic ability, you don't eat a lot of meat, red meat or that type of thing. But the lighter you go into an investigation 24 hours ahead of time, even if you're just going in to an investigation, you should make sure you drink a lot of water and salads and foods.
Mm-hmm. I do the psychic diet before I go into investigation, or if I have a lot of clients back to back, I'll also do the psychic diet, which is no asparagus, no shellfish. Usually, I do make exceptions. No pork, no red meat, so I'll eat very lean. If it's really like I'm going to have to open up a lot, I'll eat vegan as much as possible. But that's hard because I do need my protein. But I will also
we don't do that.
Showers.
We do not do that.
Another thing that Shannon actually something she taught me this, and I didn't know it beforehand, and now that I've experienced it several times in several investigations, she is real big on taking breaks, like a 30-minute break several times a night, and it does help. It really it takes off the stress, and when you go back, you're fresh. You can do better, think better, and then when you get finished at the end of the night, you're not as zapped. I think that's very important. Yeah. I've never done until I actually met Shannon.
Okay.
That way you're not so vulnerable and open and get so caught up into a moment. I mean, like we don't have to go all the way down the dark and evil rabbit hole every time we investigate, so it's important to keep yourself and protected and balanced, Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean? It's like to put yourself, you know what I mean? It's going to take breaks to protect yourself because you're going to have experiences and Yeah, that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah,
like
definitely a it is definitely a practice. Absolutely.
I like to eat chocolate during the investigation to keep me grounded.
She beat me to it.
Because that and coffee, those will keep you really grounded, and they're delicious, so can't go wrong.
Yeah, Jordan beat me to the punch with the chocolate.
Jordan worries about, but chocolate's also fattening.
Oh, it's so good for your heart.
I love it.
Well, I'm not worried about the heart.
Yeah, chocolate. Well, the first time Jordan mentioned chocolate to me, I was having. I didn't know I was doing this. We were at a location in Jefferson, and I just all of a sudden laid on the floor, pulled my knees into my almost all the way up, with my feet on the floor still, and I was just I felt like something was on my chest, real heavy. And then we got up from there and we left, and all of a sudden I started having this massive lower abdominal pain. I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was just having some weird cramps, and I'm like, I am so sorry. I'm not trying to be like a wussy right now, but I'm really not feeling that good right now. I'm having a lot of pain. And they're like, here, eat chocolate. I'm like, okay. I didn't really understand the chocolate thing at the time, and then it kind of went away. And that's when they told me what had happened and about I was basically experiencing, was it a botched abortion pains?
Yeah, you're picking up on the energy of that spirit and how they crossed over. So whenever you start having medical psychic phenomena like this, it's really good to break that link. And a lot of people don't break the link whenever they're doing connection. And since you're sensitive, it's very important to make sure that you're grounding, breaking those links to spirit, and closing yourself up and filling your body up with light.
Yeah, because I didn't even know. I thought I was just having some crazy cramps or something something I ate at first. I didn't know, and then I'm like, it won't stop. And then they tell me afterwards what was going on. I'm like, oh my gosh, so that was the chocolate thing.
I wanted to ask about we went into the crematorium. I had a little bit of issues with that. I had some effects on that. You went in there, Shannon. In there from what were your takes on?
What about the crematorium? I couldn't hear you. They were talking about.
And what kind of repercussions you get in there?
From the crematorium at Nazareth or at Beach Army?
Nazareth last night.
Oh, Nazareth. You know what? I didn't get real crazy activity in there. I really didn't. Not that there's that place doesn't have spirits all over it. I just didn't really get much from it. But Michael Kopf said he saw a lab coat, someone in white. He thought it was someone walking past the window in a white coat. Then he realized that those aren't windows; they're boarded up. So, but that was kind of the only experience. But I was ready to get upstairs because they said the 5th floor was active. So I guess that my mind was more focused on that right there. But what did you experience?
I got sick. I got sick in my stomach. I got real heavy. I couldn't breathe really good. I couldn't swallow. The odor there was very sensitive to me. I had a real problem with that smell. I know it's been boarded up for a very, very long time. As a matter of fact, last night was the first night it's been open for investigations. Nazareth, Shauna has had the Nazareth. So they just got night was the first, so probably needed to be aired out as well. But I got a lot of dark, and I can't say feelings. It was just dark energy attachment to me is what I felt, and I only 10 minutes and I left. Jordan, what did you?
I had a lot of visions in there. It was more residual energy that I was experiencing. I did feel a lot of masculine energy. I did see somebody who had worked there, and I was getting visions of kind of their imprint there, but they weren't haunting, so it was a residual haunting. And the smell was terrible. And then I started to see what had happened after the Nazareth closed down. So actually imprinted energy from after the fact and not actually from that. So I saw a lot of drug use and things in that building. So I feel inebriated whenever I see overdoses, and I'm experiencing those because I'm also medical intuitive. So that was hard. I had to ground pretty aggressively whenever I walked out of there. And yeah, the smell was like awful. I was calling it death juice. I got my entire feet wet in that water. It was awful. It was gross.
Oh yeah, you know what? I was definitely smelling the death smell. Yeah, that was a definite, because when I first walked in, you said it to me, and I was like, I smelled it the first second we walked in there earlier in the night. I just didn't spend much time in there.
You
but
know,
yeah, definitely.
I wanted to think that too. That's the first thing that popped in my mind is, oh my God, this is a death smell. I can't.
Yes.
And it affected me. And I was like, no, maybe this is because it's been boarded up for such a very long period of time. So both of you agree that you think that smell was coming from the residual of a death smell?
Absolutely.
It wasn't normal, yeah. It wasn't like a normal smell. When I first walked in the first time, when we first all got there and they said it, we peeked in the door, I was smelling a burning smell. But when I went back in there the second time, when Jordan was in there and y'all were in there later on in the evening, and I was just in there for a couple minutes, I definitely smelled like a rotten, smell of death in there. It was weird.
It was a stench.
But yeah, it was.
I did smell that in the.
So my mom is super excited to meet someone they haven't met yet, Tiffany. I'm serious. My mom was so excited today. We were talking about it earlier. She's like, Tiffany's going to be there? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, I haven't met Tiffany yet. Like she was mad at me. Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry. It's like not corresponding in timelines, but so she's super excited.
Exciting.
Yeah.
They're really cool people.
I love Tom and
We can maybe take an extra day to go out there and just roam around graveyards and stuff like that. Because that graveyard there by the bridge in Ballinger is amazing. Yeah, I really liked it. I actually went live there one time. So
seeing that, I hope we can do that. I didn't even realize that was in Ballinger, that one that you did live.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I hope we get that on our way back.
Yeah, on Sunday we can do it, or we can get there really super early on Saturday.
Well, we're gonna be pretty wore out. We leave this week.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying with the other guys too.
Mm-hmm.
So we can figure it out because we'll have the whole weekend.
I kind of want to go around the little round table here and see what's on everyone's bucket list of places to visit.
Who do you want to start with?
Yeah, let's start with Bella and Daniel.
Oh gosh, you go first.
Me?
I just posted this on my Facebook the other day, so
let's see.
Easy for me.
I've got a myriad. I want to go back to Waverly. I'm excited to go do Conjuring. Want to go to Estes Park. I mean, the one that you were talking about in Grand Canyon.
Oh yeah, the Grand Canyon Caverns off of Route 66. That's really cool. They actually built a hotel down there that you can stay in, but it's all open. So you're sleeping in the caverns, and it's just completely open. So anything could happen to you. So that one's pretty epic. I was telling him the other day I wanted to go to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. I think that would be cool. I haven't gone to the Stanley Hotel yet in Colorado. I definitely want to go there. There's Howard Street Cemetery that's in Salem. And then there's I don't know how you
Trans-Allegheny.
Allegheny.
Allegheny.
Are you sure?
Yes, Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
Lunatic Asylum in West Virginia. I'm going to go there really bad. That place is super cool looking.
What about you, Tiffany? You got a place in mind or somewhere you want to go back badly?
Oh, a place I've always wanted to go to. Of course, I don't know if it would ever be possible, but I would love to go to Dracula's castle.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't Zach buy that, though? Didn't Zach Bagans purchase?
Yeah, I think he did. Actually.
I'll send him a memo.
What are you talking about? He purchased a replica. Are you talking about Dracula's castle?
Yeah.
Oh, was it a replica? Okay, never mind.
He purchased the replica that they made for the movie, so not the actual one.
Okay.
Oh, that's
You guys,
good.
it is possible for us to go though. If we could all get our travel arrangements done and save up and book it up ahead of time. I have a friend that did my tattoo right here that lives in Scotland, but they're Romanian and they have a flat out in the mountainside. They've already said that I could use it if I ever went there.
That'd be
So,
awesome.
I mean, anything's possible. Yeah, we can start killing some bucket list stuff. We just got to put some work into it.
Hell yeah.
We're all so
down.
busy.
How about you, Phoenix? You have a place in mind that either you want to go back to or that you just want to go visit, period?
I have so many places to visit, period. My bucket list is so long, and we're actually Jordan started on Conjuring March the 5th. Something that I've always do. But a few. The Roosevelt Hotel, Hollywood, where Myrna she stayed when she was young. It's one, and Tombstone is one. Bob Mackey is one.
Bobby Mackey.
Brothel is one.
That place looks super cool.
So yeah, we've got a ton of places that we want to go, and we've been putting it together for Phoenix Rising. We just haven't booked anything yet except Conjuring, and after that, we're going to try to start on a maraud of all the places and things that we want to try to get done this year.
Cool.
Is it on there?
And Miss Jordan, how about you? Do you have a place in mind?
I'm so excited about the Conjuring House. I'm so stoked about that. I've always wanted to go to the catacombs because I know there's just so much energy there, and I would love to experience just the catacombs, those stories, everything like that. Also, Indian reservations have just so many untold stories from spirit that I would love to experience and assist in letting them be heard. And I like to go to kind of places that have not been investigated. So I kind of try to go off the beaten path, and that's what I love to do. And me and Phoenix together, that's kind of how we started, is we don't necessarily go to a place, is we'll just like go to where we're being called, and spirits everywhere. So it's incredible, but there's so many amazing places. It's hard to really pinpoint one of them. I'm just feeling so blessed that we're going to the Conjuring House.
Yeah, I'm in the Bigfoot world, and so every time I pass a forest or a wooded area or it's like some long railroad tracks, that go down the forest, I'm always looking down those paths. Y'all do the same thing when y'all are driving and see an old house or farm or something?
Our cemeteries, I'll stop at cemeteries. I'm definitely a cemetery freak.
Well, I got something for you, Joe. Whenever it comes in, I'll send you pictures. You'll get a big kick out of it.
Okay.
Since you're a Bigfoot guy.
Okay. Is Bernie Sanders in that picture by chance or no? I've seen plenty of those.
We can make that happen.
She was talking about the catacombs. That's probably one of my top want to go places is the Paris Catacombs. I've done the ones in Scotland, but I haven't done the ones in Paris. And can you imagine the energy down there? It's crazy. That's high on my list.
Freemasons did their stuff. They did a lot of different rituals and things down there in those Paris catacombs.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I think one day we need to check out an old Freemason lodge that's been shut down. I think that they do some weird stuff and create some different energy. I would definitely like to go to one of those abandoned places for sure.
Okay, it's funny how we come to silence.
Yeah, so
I love driving with
some of the viewers that are coming in.
Places out, and she'll be like, "I want to go in that house. That place is haunted," and she'll tell me a story about it, so she can pick up energy really fast, and then we'll stop off at. We're always in cemeteries too, Bella. Me and Phoenix, we've been doing that before we knew each other. So it's so funny that now I have friends who like to do this stuff with me, because before I was like weird Jordan, who's just like going to the cemetery to hang out.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'll hit the brakes and turn around.
It's crazy. I've tried to get my family into it, my cousins, my friends, and it's hard to find anyone that actually wants to do it. They all say that they're not interested at all. It's like, really? Like, you don't want to know about the afterlife? You don't want to know anything? I think they just would rather remain invisible to those kinds of things.
Right.
Oh, well. I have fun doing it.
Yeah, I like doing this kind of stuff because there's always, like I said, people who say they're not interested in it. Eventually, they always come back to you, and they might pull you to the side or send you a message. Say they'll ask you about it, So, they always come back around. I think.
So, have you found Bigfoot yet, Joe?
Not yet. I got some pretty interesting recordings last weekend. I got a pretty good growl.
Where were we at?
I was in it was part of the St. Houston Forest.
Oh yeah.
And the area that I went to, a guy actually got chased out back in November. Him and his paranormal team they went to go Bigfooting, and they got chased out. Yeah, they saw eyes shine. They had rocks thrown at them, sticks thrown at them, growls, howls, and screams.
That's awesome.
So I got some pretty good growls on my recorder from that area. So I'm still going through the audio. You know how that is.
Sounds like so. When we were in Louisiana, out in those woods, we were gonna try to do like a joint Bigfoot and paranormal investigation out there while we're there.
Oh, of course, yeah. I remember you bringing a trail cam out there instead of somewhere.
Right.
Swampy Bigfoot.
I'm excited, dude. I'm like.
I volunteer him.
So it's been a crazy week, and it's going to be a short week for me because I got to be on a plane in Jordan as well. We're headed up to Montana on Wednesday. I'm like, I am so tired still. I got to work all week, but man, but it's going to be nice to get up there and ground. I know when I get up there in the mountains, I'm going to ground myself, and I don't care if it's cold outside. I'm going to take my shoes off for a minute and just
you're going to absolutely
feel it.
Got lots and lots of firewood under this bow, and we're just going to build some fires and do some walks in the woods. We're going to try to, hopefully we'll be able to go live on some of that before we, Saturday night is the investigation. Hopefully Friday night we'll be able to do some FaceTime live and see what we get.
It's going to be freezing.
That's going to be awesome.
I'm going to freeze. I'm excited about the snow and what we're going to find. It's going to be excellent, but yeah, it's going to be a short week. I'm going to have to work a little bit extra.
Hard,
yeah.
And I have that podcast on Friday too to do with Midnight Paranormal. I'm sorry, not Midnight. It's a Midnight Wolfpack. So that's exciting to do while I'm there.
Yeah. Maybe
I could probably do that around the fire.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
Hey, does like you guys are gonna go up there when it's cold? Do you guys ever experience any more activity when it's cold rather than when it's like hot? Does that make any sense? Or
well, we talked to David Prince owns the Dumas brothel, and we talked to him about that, and also the lady who's the caretaker of the building, and she says in the wintertime she doesn't get as much activity as she does in the summertime. So she was a little concerned about it. And my husband actually investigated the place about a month ago, and and it was cold. Trust me, it was very cold that night. And he got a lot of activity. The veil is thinner when it's cold.
Okay.
Oh, you would think you would get more activity, and that's just a thought. That isn't a theory. But we are going to be trying it again. It's going to be a lot colder, probably 10, 15 degrees colder this weekend than it was when he investigated over a month ago. So we will be able to compare. He got yeah, I know. It's going to be cold.
I'm already hurting.
But Jordan and I have been doing a lot of just using our gifts and abilities and kind of backing off of the spirit box and the things that we've been using, and we've been doing really well just with using our own abilities and communicating with spirit through other methods than through the machines, and that's been really exciting for us. what now? About a month we've been doing that, Jordan?
Yeah, we've been doing it about a month and a half. And what's interesting is that we come back and we'll verify the things that we're feeling, but we're getting actual more activity.
Yeah. They're
with like knocks and doors moving and that kind of thing without any equipment at all.
That's and we actually were able to expound on that this weekend at the Nazareth. And we actually had security guards on site and on the footage of the film that was able to confirm it. And we actually got I could say, when you open the door, close the door, there was a lot of dust particles, as there always is. But there was also some orbs that would respond to go in a circle, come in front of the camera, go in a circle on an object, and we did get that on footage this weekend. So that was very confirming to me, because spirit means a lot to me to be able to communicate on a natural level, so much. And this weekend it was the heaviest that I've ever had it happen to me, and the most confirming evidence, because even Shauna from the Nazareth got to see the video. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wanted to have you guys on real quick because, we've been doing a lot of collaborating together and everything. With everything coming up, I thought it was really important to get all of us together real quick and everything. So I thank you guys for joining in to come and talk with the Grim Fatale and Joe with Beyond the Woodline and everything. So appreciate it.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'm so tired.
I know.
I'm so tired today. It's like, but so.
Bye, Phoenix.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.
That was cool. I want him to pop on real quick. Bye, sweetheart. No, that was cool. I wanted to stop in real quick and say hi real quick. So,
hey, a quick question. How do you actually reply to people on here?
I don't know if you guys can, unless they,
Gotcha.
Well, I found out a way. If I'm on my laptop, I can go on my cell phone and just turn the volume down and run it on live. And then you can tap on it and interact. You tap on their comment and you can either like or reply. But since I'm on my cell phone right now, I can't do it on the laptop. So I haven't been able to, but
okay.
I know it's taking me to kind of adjust, but I'm always having a hot mess trouble trying to get it all figured out. So, but I'm getting back, I got there for a while. I was my rods and everything and disabilities. And now I'm trying to get back to using both because I realized that I'm not documenting this stuff right now. You know what I mean? So I'm getting myself back into the habit of putting cameras up and audio because it's important to share it. It's just like, yes, I have fun going out and doing it, but we also, I want to be able to share what I'm experiencing as well. And, Daniel's real good about getting that stuff and Bella, capturing it for us. And, Tiffy there. Oh, Tiffy. But
we're just bad about going through it and actually posting it. We have all the evidence.
Oh, I know. We need a person that is this damn drumstick. We need a person that is really good because I don't think it's none of our fortes really is format and all that stuff and making episodes and everything. And someone we can just send everything to and go, okay.
Well, I've been talking to someone about actually creating a website and have people able to go there and put their evidence and everyone have their own kind of page on that website. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course you couldn't be able to share it unless you get permission or whatever, But that's what we're talking about doing. Is doing something like that.
Cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna sleep good. Oh, I got the Discovery Plus, and I got it just a few hours ago, and I started watching that new, haters gonna hate the Zach Bagans, the
Ghost Adventures
Hotel.
I will never hate
the hotel one.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, everybody has their own opinion. I don't matter to me. You know what I mean? I was excited to watch it, and the first half I watched there were some interesting things on there. Well, no, I didn't know the whole story. I didn't know the whole story, so I was interested in hearing the whole story. So
I heard it's a really good episode, though.
Yeah, I didn't get it all the way done because Liam was being my sweet little 3-year-old Liam. So I'm definitely, when I get off here, I'm gonna get some comfy pajamas on and take a quick shower, and then not in that order. And I'm gonna turn it on and watch it.
If you like to shower in your pajamas, that's perfectly fine. We're not going to judge you.
Some people shower in
You're like,
whatever.
Yeah.
And it's flipping. I've been telling you this.
I use a shower cap.
No, I mean, I can even see it like on the video. I am so tired today. Like, I am so drained, but it was a crazy weekend and a lot of fun. And I can't wait to spend time with you guys. When I get back from Montana, we're going to really dig in deep and start, doing a lot more. And like when we have Saturday stuff out of town, we're going to do Friday stuff here if we can meet up and make it happen, even if it's to go to a cemetery. So, because I love you guys and I love spending time with you. And
yeah, she does. She talks about you all the time.
I do. I love you guys, but man, thanks for coming on and rambling with me. I wanted to just let people know who I hang out with when I'm, not at work and stuff like that.
Hey Joe, that's virginity to you.
What was that?
This is our first time. It's our first podcast we've ever done, so we lost our podcast virginity to you.
Okay, good.
Tiffany was her first podcast was with Joe when we this is about a year. Was it a year ago? Last summer, beginning spring, something like that.
Yeah.
Tiffany and I did a podcast with Joe before, and that was my first podcast with him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I met Shannon. Then I went up there to Mineral Wells, and then she started doing the show with me. And now I can't get rid of her for shit now.
You're welcome. It's always like, hey, I was going to ask you something. Can we do this? It's like I'm asking my dad for permission to go to summer camp or something. It's funny. It's like, I've been wondering, He always plays along, though. He does. He plays along. He's fair about it. He knows I'm a hot mess in a handbag, so it's all good.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get with me. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But we have fun, though. It's not always, ideal, like when I can't stop laughing, but.
Oh, Jesus. Don't even start that.
That happens a lot.
Do they know about that?
Oh yeah, I was humiliated. I was mortified because I just couldn't stop laughing because I get the giggles sometimes. But we'll just talk about that later off air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch that every now and then, just wake up.
Just to laugh. And he will message me to tell me that too. Just like, haha. And then the shame comes back in my face. And so no, it was fun. We're having a good time. And that's what I want to make focus on this year is on 2021 is just not take things so seriously and have fun.
Right.
Have some fun. Everybody have fun and quit worrying about what everybody else is doing and have fun for your damn self,
That's right.
That's what I always do.
Yeah. Security don't give up.
You need to give her a shirt that says that.
Oh,
that'd be awesome, dude. I'm having one made.
Right? Oh, well,
all right,
Marla,
guys.
give Marla a hug for me.
Your dog.
That last time she was on.
He's like,
yeah, you're over. It's done. Get off the damn camera. Yeah.
So anyway, guys, we're about out of time. You guys have anything to add? Want to say anything else? I don't know.
I'm just good. I see you guys all the time.
Enjoy it. Y'all come. People that in the comments and stuff. It'd be awesome if y'all came and joined in. It's an awesome experience. We always have a good time. So come and join us on some events, man.
Yeah, look for them on their Facebook pages, and they always post. Of course, you can look on Beyond the Woodline fan page. They post all their stuff that they're doing, all their events, so you can contact them that way, or just contact me, and I'll get you in contact with them.
Or the Grim Fatale or Paranormal Explorations of America, or even just on my Facebook page,
and
M.Rogers, because we have a lot coming up. I'm just waiting for my reimbursements on some that didn't go through.
And when Daniel gets the stuff up and going, and Daniel, you're more than welcome to post it on the page and let everybody know what you got going on, and
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll help you out any way I can.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no problem.
Guys.
Well, all right, guys. You guys hold on. I'm in the broadcast. Everyone in the chat, thanks a lot for participating. And thanks to everyone who's viewing. We got one viewer still hanging on there, so thank you.
That's probably Beth.
It's probably my mom.
They're probably like,
Hey, Mom.
they got too much chaotic energy. I can't handle it. This is how we are, though.
It's my mom. She can't figure out how to log off yet. So.
Oh, Mom. That's so cute.
All right, guys.
Oh, I was cursing in front of your mom? Oh, no.
Yes, you always cuss in front of my mom. You had your boobs out in front of my mom that day, remember?
Did not.
Remember that episode? There's always something with Shannon. There's always something with Shannon, I'm telling you.
I had on the corset for Halloween.
Oh my God.
And I didn't want to, I had the cape over me, but I had to do the Halloween show with him. And so the camera had tilted like that a little bit, and all you could see was above the corset. It was, you know, there's
like she had nothing on.
That pushes you up. Oh.
It like she had nothing on.
But I did. I was covered.
Viewers, you know what you're going to see, right?
That's hilarious.
Hey, yeah, I should have started charging at that point. 99 cents a minute.
Oh, when he told me I died, I was like, because I don't put myself out there like that. I was like, oh, I was so embarrassed. I was about wanting to cry. I'm like, no, I wasn't naked. I promise. I'm not that weird.
All right, guys, I'm ending it here before we get too carried away.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone. You guys hold on, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for dealing with this tonight.